Just 1500s guy. It's fine, it's high 1500s guy. Sand. Ooh. How do I do against sand? I feel like Dondozo does pretty well against this, right? Taurus is pretty good here, except for the Komo-O. We'll need to lead with Murkrow if they lead with Sand, so that my Taurus would be able to outspeed them. I'm definitely leading with Taurus. And I'm having Dondozo. I don't like Archaludon. So it's between Murkrow or Goldengo as the lead. If they lead with Sand, then they shouldn't be able to KO me because I intimidate them, right? Yeah, and the Murkrow's not very good otherwise, so I will lead with this, with Dondozo. If they just straight up lead with Excadrill T-Tar, then that's not ideal, but it is very manageable with the Intimidate, right? Because then the Excadrill would not be able to OHKO either Pokemon. And I'd be able to get to Make It Rain in a close combat into the Excadrill. If they don't lead with that, then my lead's pretty good. That's a cool trainer card. I'm looking forward to Roaring Moon coming back. I do like Roaring Moon. Okay. That one is quite reasonable for me, I think. Right, so Komoa could outspeed Goldengo, but it has to be Timid Max to be able to do that. And Dondozo doesn't really care about either of these. Like, I feel like I want to not close combat, high horsepower the Komoa to cover for a Terra Fire. Obviously they can Terra Flying with the T-Tar as well. I don't have horsepower to cover for Terra Fire. There's a Terra something. Okay, it's that way around. This should probably still KO the Komoa though. And they got rid of their special defense boost, so... And they've used their Terra straight away, so my Dondozo is now looking pretty sweet. They are scarfed. It's not the most ideal, because now I definitely won't KO the Komoa. I would have done. Do they get to Clangorous? Yeah, it's just Clanging Scales, okay. That's specs. And that means that I'm straight onto Dondozo immediately, which means I'll get intimidated and all that. So that was not an ideal Choice Scarf T-Tar, because that would have KO'd the Komoa and I'd have kept my Taurus. Close combat higher horsepower didn't make a difference there, because actually no, wait, they're Overcoat, so it did make a difference. So yeah, that was not an ideal start. If I would have Terra Steeled, that would have been pretty sweet. Do I outspeed a Scarf T-Tar? I don't think I do. No, I don't. So they will be able to knock off my lefties. I think I can just order up the Komoa slot consistently, because they're definitely Scarf and specs based on the damage. So I'll order up the Komoa. They'll be able to knock off my lefties, but then the T-Tar isn't doing that much afterwards. Oh, they're giving me an order up on something. They're giving me an order up on the Rillaboom. Decent. Because I can... Well, I was going to say I can Terra Ghost after this. It's not the most ideal to Terra Ghost. Because that's not much. That's not quite going to be range of a second, is it? grass terrain is going to recover it. Would it be in range of Wave Crash? Because Wave Crash is just very slightly stronger. They could have Incineroar waiting in the back, so protecting is not the most ideal thing here. I'm going to Terra Ghost, even though it's weird in the face of knockoff. But they might switch the T-Tar. They did switch the T-Tar into Incineroar, assumedly. Yeah, cool. So this is reasonable. The most ideal this is Fake Out. If it's Wood Hammer, then they put themselves in range of Order Up, which isn't the worst. But this definitely still seems doable. Although I only have Tatsugiri afterwards and the sash has been broken, hasn't it? So, yeah, okay, it is Fake Out, so that's a good start. Me underspeeding the T-Tar is probably going to lose me the game here. Two turns of sand. Because Order Up now KOs the Rillaboom. But then that would allow a parting shot, or, well, that wouldn't matter too much. Everything else is in range. So yeah, I'll Order Up the Rillaboom. They didn't Grassy Glide, so they didn't get extra chip, which is good. That didn't KO, what? Okay. Well, I guess I was back to normal, wasn't I? This is going to KO them, but that's going to be too much damage now, isn't it? Because that's another knockoff is going to put me in range of the second knockoff, so I think I'm going to lose this game. If I'd have Terra Steeled on turn 1, I think I would have been good. I was just parting shot. That's okay. That one's okay. Maybe it's not okay. So the T-Tar's in range of Order Up. Will I survive 2 knockoffs? If I survive 2 knockoffs, I'll win. They should go into Komo here, I think, actually. Because then I'm forced to attack the... No, they went into Incineroar. That's okay. So, if I survive 2 knockoffs, then I will win. So I need Dondozo to be clutch here. I'm still at +2, correct? Yes. So Order Up should KO the T-Tar. And then if it does and Dondozo is still around... Ooh, they have Icy Wind. That is not good. Still outspeed the Incineroar, but I don't think I'm going to outspeed the Komo now. Oh, parting shot was a mistake. Right? Because that makes no difference. That should have been a knockoff, because I'm not going to be in range of Clang Scales. Like, not even Specs. Like, Draco Meteor, surely not either. And I'll be able to EQ for the win. If I get an Earthquake, I win. And I get extra recovery here as well. So... the fact that I still outspeed the Incineroar is quite crucial. I think only Helping Hand would save them now, as far as I can see. Yeah, there's one turn of Grassy Terrain, so I might as well protect. They are specs, so it doesn't make a difference. There's no setup that can happen, so protect is definitely optimal here. And then EQ should win. It is Draco, that's the strongest they can go for. Yeah, they should have knocked off last time. Parting shot was a mistake from them. Because knockoff into Draco Meteor should have probably got me. So I'm assuming the combo outspeeds me. Because now the grass is gone. I'm only at plus... I think I'm neutral, aren't I? No, +1. Okay, cool. But still, Earthquake will KO the combo. So I just need to shrug off this Draco. And I definitely will if it misses. So, but I'm confident I would have survived regardless. So I think only a critical hit would have been able to steal the game. Like, I am very confident that a Draco Meteor would not have KO'd. I mean, I've got time to do the calc, right? Let's assume worst case and it was modest. Yeah, that was not much damage. Yeah, I've got time to do the calc, so... Draco... And then... I am commanded. Draco would have not even done half, so... yeah, I was safe without a critical hit. It's not the best of starts, but... worked out in the end. So I think if they went for knockoff, then the Draco miss mattered, but they went for parting shot, which was not the correct play. So decent. Actually have a little bit of a climb here, which doesn't usually happen, so I'm doing alright for now. And just so long as I consistently win more, like win 2 out of 3 in each episode, I will eventually climb. So, obviously I want to win 3 out of 3, but I'm like 1640-ish now at the moment, which is better than normal at after 19. Exactly 200th. Where does that put me in terms of championship points I would get? 50 at the moment. Okay. Oh, 1600s guy. Good, good, good. Ah, that Hydreigon. That Hydreigon completely screwed me in the regional. But now I have Taurus. So Taurus will help a lot here. I'm definitely dealing with it. It was Terra Ghost on the Hydreigon, wasn't it? So... Taurus Golden Go. Because it was just Snarl, it wasn't Draco. No, it was Draco, it wasn't Dark Pulse, sorry. Is what I was looking for there. So now with the Taurus, I should be better against the Hydreigon. Because Hydreigon, like, because my Whimsicott that I had previously in the regional undersped Hydreigon. That was the issue. If it outsped, I would have been able to win the game. Because there was a turn where they snarled and then I Moonblasted. Whereas if I Moonblasted before they snarled, I would have won. So, me going bulky on Whimsicott came back to bite me in that match. But then you saw on the stream game against Nikolai, my Whimsicott lived the single target expanding force. So, obviously there's pros and cons for bulking your Pokemon out, making them faster and such. But this team was not a good matchup for me. So if I manage to win this, I'm very happy. If I lose this, then it seems like this would still be not an ideal matchup, most likely. Again, if they lead with Incineroar or Hydreigon, then I'm going to regret not running Terra Ghost on my Taurus. There we go. So. What's to do here? I would like to close combat, but I believe that both of them are Terra Ghost, so it's not safe. If they Tailwind and Flare Blitz my Golden Go... No, I get a close combat first, so I will close combat the Incineroar. And they were Terra Ghost on this Hydreigon, so I'm going to Shadow Ball it. That's okay. That one's fine. Do I just get the KO? I just get the KO, right? I do not quite get the KO, but I'm okay with this. Right? It's a shame I didn't reflect. Because that Incineroar is now going to be in range of Dondozo stuff. Ideally, this is knockoff, so I keep my Golden Go. Yep, I do keep my Golden Go. Thank you. And I think I live a Snarl based on that. Right, so now which one do they Terra? I'm still going to go for the Incineroar, I think. And now I will go for single target, make it rain. If they Snarl, that's okay. If they Draco, then I get my single target, make it rain. Okay, they didn't Terra either. So I could have just KO'd the Hydreigon here. So I am going to get that. They're going to get Tailwind. They might Snarl me. They might KO my Taurus. Either way, this is still somewhat reasonable. It's just Tailwind. I'm fine with that. I think that's my preference. Because I can double switch now to Dondozo. And this is a single target make rain for huge damage. That's big damage. Okay, so this is a much more reasonable start than it was in the regional. Yeah, and it's Porygon too, so I don't particularly care about that. So I am going to switch this way around, I think. So I'm happy with this as a start. The Hydreigon's in order up range even if they Terra, so I'll be able to order up that. And they can only have one of Amoonguss or Ursaluna. If they have Amoonguss, they've just got no damage. If they got Ursaluna, they can't Sport me. And they can't Clear Smog me. So, either way, this is very reasonable. Just Snarl, that's fine. And Terra Blast, good. I got it the right way around, so less damage on Dondozo. This is looking really good. So I will order up the Hydreigon. We get to see if it's Amoonguss, and if it is, I just win because they got no damage. It is Amoonguss, so they got no damage. No, it's not Citrus on the Amoonguss, so it must be Rocky Helmet. They do just Trick Room while they still have Tailwind. Interesting. Right, do they have Clear Smog? If they do, fair enough. But I still should be good, right? Because they've, like I said, they've got little damage now. So, I assume I'm going to sleep. Would it have been worth protecting first? Just still out a turn of Trick Room. I need to keep in mind the turns of Trick Room. Because, yeah, obviously there's a Spore. But I don't think it was Clear Smog on this team. If it's not Clear Smog, then I should be fine. They can't freeze me, so I'm not sure why they did that instead of Terra Blast. You'd only go for Ice Beam if you're trying to freeze me. Right, if they don't have Clear Smog, I am just sorted, right? Because they just don't have damage. Also, my Dondozo undersped them in their Tailwind, so Porygon 2 is like at neutral. Yeah, they don't have Clear Smog, so this should just be game over, right? Especially if I wake up turn 1, but yeah, things are looking really good. Because that's not much. And that's a wake up, so like that they definitely Clear Smog if they have it that on that turn. They don't have Clear Smog. And they've just got no damage anymore, so very happy with this. So I've said before in previous episodes, Porygon 2, Amoonguss, and Incineroar can beat the Dondozo, but if I have taken care of one of them, I should be able to beat the other two. If the Amoonguss has Clear Smog, not so much, but if it doesn't have Clear Smog, I 1v2 the Amoonguss and the P2, because they just don't have damage. So, now I will just keep ordering up. And, assumedly, I'm going to sleep this turn. But they don't have Clear Smog. They would have absolutely done that instead of switched to Hydreigon. Just not much at all. And I still have a full, well I say full, like damage, but Taurus and Golden Go And also the Tatsugiri. So there is very little ways I lose this, right? Unless they randomly pull out the Close Mog now, when they should have done that on the turn 2 of Trick Room. Yeah, they have Protect, so... that's going to be Pollen Puff instead, so the game is just over, right? Unless they get critical hits with a Terra Blast, I assume. I mean, I can go for Terra Ghost. Is there any reason not to Terra Ghost, really? Because then they can fish for Ice Beam freezes. Even still, that should then be in my favour, right? I should Terra Ghost on the next turn, because they're going to Trick Room this turn. So, I should Terra Ghost next turn. Oh, they're using the Terra. I assume this is Terra Fairy then on the Amoonguss. It is, that's fine. Because now you're in Wave Crash range. And I was fast asleep, so that's funny. No, they don't Trick Room. That's okay. Nice. I see what they were trying to do there, but I got a little lucky that I didn't wake up, which is quite funny to say. So do I Terra Ghost on this turn? Because this is the turn they protect and Trick Room, right? So I'll just regular Wave Crash and then surprise them next turn. Yeah. I didn't want to take all the recoil on the P2. Because just at some point I get to Wave Crash the Amoonguss. So I get to protect here, then Terra Ghost, and then I'll be all good. I mean, technically I should be timer stalling, but I don't think I need to do that. And the nice thing here is that by being put to sleep, I can't be frozen. So should be good. Like, so do I need to Terra? Because I'll dodge one attack and then they have to switch to Ice Beam. Do I need my Terra for anything else? Because I might need it for... Would I need it for Tatsugiri? So that I can actually hit the Amoonguss? No, I don't. It's fine. I should be fine. Okay, I was fine anyway. Cool. They realised that they couldn't break through. Very good. That's like over 1650s. That might be top 128 at the moment. Very good. Things are going very reasonably. And I'm happy that I beat the team that bodied me last time. So Taurus seemed to be a good change with that. Just putting on the close combat pressure straight away. I mean, they didn't really bring damage to the game, did they? By bringing those four. So... yeah, 1650 something. Oh, not 128. I do need to play another one if I want to break into that. 1600s guy, so decent. Oh, Rabombi. Fedzi was hyping up Rabombi, and I actually also almost brought Rabombi in the Whimsicott / Murkrow slot because of Shield Dust and Focus Sash. Fedzi had Sweet Veil, so I couldn't be put to sleep, but cool. So I can quite comfortably go with Murkrow and match their Tailwind, or I can just taunt Rabombi, because it's not Prankster Tailwind. I can just taunt the Rabombi, so I can leave with Murkrow here. They don't have much for Dondozo, so it's definitely Haze on the Dragonites. So do I bring Dondozo because on this kind of team it looks like they would be able to Haze me? Because Taurus looks pretty reasonable. Yeah, I might not bring Dondozo here, even though it looks pretty reasonable. I think I want Archaludon and Taurus instead. Yeah, I can taunt the Rabombi turn 1, which is nice. Rabombi will not carry Mental Herb. It has to carry Focus Sash. It's too frail. So, yeah, taunt the Rabombi and make it rain, and then I can Tailwind and I'm for sure faster. That's a cool trainer card. I think that's my favourite one so far. Mm-hmm. So, I would assume it's Assault Vest on this team. So I will taunt the Rabombi, and I will... do I Light Screen so I live? And then make it rain? No, I think just making it rain is very reasonable to go for straight away. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like Assault Vest on this team. Like, the composition is as if the Ursaluna were Assault Vest. So Light Screen might have been more optimal. But they're immediately Terroring, so they're taking less damage to make it rain, I assume. And if this is Terra Water, you made a huge mistake. It's Terra Normal. Okay, I was going to say, because if that's still a mistake, because I can Electro Shot now. So, there is no way a Rabombi is Mental Herb. Like so. So now I get to go for... And they're less likely to be Assault Vest if they're Terra Normal. Yeah, they weren't. So I could have just Terra Steeled them one immediately. But that assumedly means they're Life Orb. It's just Blood Moon's the Murkrow, so I don't actually match Tailwind, do I? Oh, they went Golden Go. Nice. And Clutch. Now, do they have Vacuum Wave? They are Life Orb. They surely don't have Vacuum Wave. So this is just a Tailwind and make it rain, correct? Correct. So, that's a good start. They were obviously predicting the Terra. But, no. I did not need to do that. Because I was going to be able to bring in whatever after Golden Go and be perfectly fine. So this is good. I'm very happy with this as a start. Because they've also used their Terra. Ideally they don't protect, so I just get the double KO and I can intimidate for sure whatever comes in with my Tauros. Okay, that's got to be Incineroar, right? Yeah, that's reasonable. And assumedly protect on the Ursaluna. Because I'm going to KO myself to the... So optimally there would have been a screen. Because then I don't KO myself. But now I should be able to double the Ursaluna. But it's just, is it going to be with Tauros or is it going to be with... if I go for Tauros, I can close combat KO the Incineroar as I Terra Ghost the Murkrow. So that I definitely still KO the Ursaluna at least. Right, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I will ensure. So I will Foul Play with a Terra Ghost for insurance, and I will close combat the Incineroar. Because they can't Terra Ghost the Incineroar anymore, which is nice. They definitely have Dragonite in the back, so locking into close combat is not going to be ideal against that. But I'll still be able to get Foul Plays after it's Scale-Shotted a bit, which will do some good damage. And I can break the multiscale with the close combat. And then Foul Play will do a good chunk. The most ideal here is them faking out the Murkrow, because then I get the double KO. Is this a sack of Rabombi? Oh no, I'm breaking the multiscale with Dragonite. Nice. So this is very reasonable. Because if they fake out, they've done nothing. And if they attack, or they don't fake out, they are KO'd. So either way, this is somewhat reasonable. Okay, they fake out that, which is the worst case, but that's okay. Because that breaks the multi-scale. Now, will close combat into foul play finish off the Dragonite? I think it will. I'm going to double it. That's going to, yeah. Cool. Knockoff won't KO my Murkrow. So that's very reasonable. And this is my last turn Tailwind, isn't it? So I can match it and then my Archaladon will go. Yep, knockoff won't KO. Yep, nice. And it's just Ursaluna, so that means I close combat the Incineroar and I foul play the Ursaluna. And I don't see any ways this can go wrong now. Yeah, I've still got one more turn, Tailwind. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, foul play here. Close combat here. They are losing a Pokemon for sure if they switch to Ribombee. Doesn't really matter. Because Ribombee's down as its Sash as well. Yeah, just double KO. And easy win. Good. Look at this. This is an actual climb. So I'm in the top 128 now. That's like I might even consider just stopping given how badly GCs go. Because like that's 65 points. That's a good chunk. Top 32 is most optimal to stop at though because the jump of 40 and then the jumps are 10. So we'll see. I'll have a think because I still have plenty of games that I could play. But yeah, I'm going to have a think of if I continue. Obviously, you'll see if I continue because there might not be another episode, or it might say finale in the title. But I'm going to have a think because I'm going to see where I'm at now. If I am like super close to top 64, and obviously there's like cause this is early on the Sunday. I've still got plenty of time that I can make the decision. So if it's like, oh, I'm currently in the top 64, and I look in a few hours, and I'm 70th or something, then I'll probably play another round. But this has been somewhat successful so far, which is reasonable for a GC, given how badly they can go. So I'm going to check where I'm at currently. .90 seconds, so like kind of halfway between. So yeah, I will at least pause for a few hours and then I will see where I'm at in a bit and whether there are future episodes.